Now all of you listen here. Today we will do from numerical number 5 of exercise 5A. You can see the question in your book. It's clear. First you see the question. Here two spheres A and B, each of volume 100 centimeter cube are placed. This is the sphere A and this is the sphere B. Their volumes are 100. Placed on water. Water is having what density? 1 gram per centimeter cube. The sphere A is made of wood of density 0.3 gram per centimeter cube. Means what is the density of sphere A? 0.3 gram per centimeter cube. What is of B? Density of sphere B is given 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. You have to find the weight of each sphere. So see here, what is the formula of weight? Weight equals to mass into acceleration, mass into density, volume into density. Weight equals to, you can see here what is weight. Weight will be equal to mass into G, M into G. Mass you can write as volume into density of its material. Density of material into G. It's clear. Suppose density is given in gram per centimeter cube. Density is given in gram per centimeter cube. Density of material is given in gram per centimeter cube. Then volume should also be in centimeter cube. It's clear. And if you don't put the value of G, when you remove the value of G, answer will come in gram force. Answer will come in gram force. Suppose density is given in kilogram per meter cube. Then volume should be in the kilogram, in the meter cube. Volume should be in the meter cube. And in that case, if you don't put the value of G, then it will come out in kilogram force. What is the value of G in CGS system? Nearly value is 980 centimeter per second square. In MKS system, it is 9.8 meter per second square. But generally in this chapter, we will not put the value. It's clear. And sometimes value is provided. So you can see here, weight of sphere A equals to its volume multiplied by its density multiplied by G. What is the volume? 100 centimeter cube. What is density? 0.3 into G. When you will remove G, answer will come out in gram force. Why it is coming out in gram force? Why it is not coming out in kilogram force? Because the density is in gram. Density is in gram. That's why answer is coming in gram force. So 100 into 0.3, that is 30 gram force. This is the weight of sphere A. Then what is the weight of sphere B? You can see here its volume multiplied by its density multiplied by G. 100 into 8.9 into G. If you don't put the value of G, if you remove the value of G, on removing the value of G, it will become 890 gram force. So first part you have done, weight of each sphere. Then second part you have to find the upthrust. So see here, there is a rule. As long as body is floating, as long as body floats, as long as body floats, upthrust will be equal to weight of body. Upthrust will be equal to weight of body. It's clear. Body can float in two ways. Body can float. Suppose this is a container containing the liquid up to here. It can float with completely immersed. It can float with completely immersed. It can float with partly immersed. In both cases, what will happen? In both cases, what will happen? upthrust will be equal to weight, means FB will be equal to weight. It's clear? Now see here. Here you have to find the upthrust on sphere A as well as on B. So first you see whether it is floating or whether it is sinking. Whether it is floating or whether it is sinking. Sinking means it has settled on the bottom. It has settled on the bottom. Just as here sink. So whether it is floating or whether it is sinking. So you can see here its density is smaller than the density of water. Therefore, what will happen? It will float. It will float. Its density is smaller than the density of water. Therefore, it will float. And it is floating. So, what will be the upthrust weight of sphere A, which you have calculated how much? You have calculated it as 30. So, weight upthrust will become 30 gram force. Upthrust will become 30 gram force. Now, see here. For sphere B, its density is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube, which is more than the density of water. Density is more than the density of water, it will sink. Here it will sink. And when it will sink, then upthrust will be equal to what? Weight of liquid displaced by it equal to its own volume. मतलब उतने लिक्विड का वेट जो इसके वॉल्यूम के बराबर का है. So what will be the formula? It's volume multiplied by density of water, because here liquid is water into G. So volume is 100 centimeter cube, density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube into G. When you will remove G, it will become 100 gram force. It is clear? Second part answer already I have explained. Which sphere will float? Give region. So on the basis of density already I have explained. It is clear? But on the basis of, you can see here, for sphere A, what is the weight? Weight is given 30 gram force. What is upthrust? Upthrust you have calculated here 30 gram force. Upthrust is also 30 gram force. Therefore, it will float. It will float. It's clear? Though already on the basis of density, I have explained. So, no need of that. Now, see here, question number 6. You see the question number 6. The mass of a block made of certain material has 13.5 kg. Means what is mass? It will be 13.5 kg. And its volume is given 15. It is 15 perhaps. 15 or 1.5. That is 15. It is 15 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. Calculate the upthrust on the block if it is held fully immersed. Fully immersed. So see here, case 1, when it is fully immersed, upthrust will be equal to weight of water displaced. Water displaced equal to its own volume. Equal to its own volume. Means what does it mean? Weight of that much amount of water whose volume is this. So you write the value 15 into 10 to the power minus 3 to the formula is V into density of rho into G. V is 15 into 10 to the power minus 3. What is density? Here it is in meter cube. And what is the density of water in meter cube? So all of you remember, it is already given in the question 1000 kg per meter cube. In the question, it is given 1000 kg per meter cube. At the last, it is given. So into 1000 into G. If you substitute the value of G, answer will come out in Newton. If you don't keep the value of G, answer will be in the kgf. So 1000 and 10 to the power minus 3 cancel, that is 15 kgf. It will be 15 kgf. This will be the that upthrust when it is fully immersed. Will the block float or sink in water when released? So see here, first you find out its weight. Weight. So its weight in air. Weight in air is mass is 13.5 kg. Therefore, weight will be 13.5 kg. F. Weight will be 13.5 kg. What is upthrust here? Upthrust is 15 kg. Weight is less, upthrust is more. Weight is acting downward, upthrust acting upward. Therefore, what will happen? As soon as you will release it, it will bounce and settle like this. It will bounce and settle like this. Means partially immersed and partially outside. Partially immersed and partially outside. As soon as it is released, it will bounce, it will come up and floats like this. So you write down here, we will write as upthrust is more than weight. Upthrust is more than weight. Therefore, it will float with partially immersed. It's clear. It will float with partially immersed. Now see here, what will be the upthrust on the block while floating? So that already I have told. Whether body is floating with completely immersed or it is floating with partly immersed, upthrust will be equal to its weight. Upthrust will be equal to weight. So upthrust during flotation equals to weight of sphere. And what is weight of sphere? 13.5 kgf. Already you have written here. Weight of sphere mass is 13.5 kg. Therefore, weight will be 13.5 kg. It's clear. So, if you have understood this question, then you message me in the chat whether it is clear or not. It's clear. You can message in the chat. So, you see the question number 7. Now I will do from question number 10. Question number 10 you can see first. Second part. Akshay is saying second part to explain. Second part means this part. It's clear. The second part of this question means this. Here in the second part it has been asked, will the block float or sink? So see here, weight of block is 13.5 kg. And what is the upthrust? Upthrust you have calculated 15 kg. Since upthrust is more than weight, upthrust is more, it is acting upward. Weight is less, acting downward. So as soon as you will leave the block, here you are holding the block inside the water by applying some downward force because it is only 13.5 kg. It is acting 15 kg. So in order to keep here, you have applied some downward force. But as soon as you will remove this force, what will happen? It will come up. It will come up on the surface, and only this much portion is emerged. Only this much part will be emerged. And on this part, what will be the upthrust? It will be equal to 13.5 kgf. So I hope that it will be clear to you. It's clear. So now see here, question number 10. You can see question number 10 here. A body of mass 3.5 kg. Its mass is given 3.5 kg. Displaces 1000 centimeter cube of water when fully immersed. So already I have told, when a body is fully immersed, then it displaces how much volume of liquid? Equal to its own volume. It is clear? When the body will be fully immersed, it will displace how much volume of liquid? Equal to its own volume. It is clear? In the question, it is said that it is displacing 1000 centimeter cube of water when fully immersed. Therefore, we can write volume of body equals to volume of water displaced when fully immersed. That is equals to how much? 1000 centimeter cube. So volume of body you have already found. This is the first part. Then upthrust on the body you have to calculate. What is the upthrust on the body? So you see here, upthrust equals to volume into density of water into G. So volume is given 1000 centimeter cube. So density we will take in centimeter cube. So 1 gram per centimeter cube into G. Remove the G. So it will be 1000 gram force. And 1000 gram force you can write 1 kilogram force. Why we will write 1 kilogram force? Because 1 kg equals to 1000 gram. It's clear this. Then what will be the apparent weight? So see here. First you see whether it is floating or whether it is has sunk into the water. It has immersed in the water, sink into the water. So see here, here you can see its mass is this. Therefore, weight of body will be equal to 3.5 kgf. What is the upthrust here? Upthrust is 1 kgf. Which one is more? Weight is more, upthrust is less, therefore body will sink. Body will sink. And body will sink, so what will happen? Apparent weight. Apparent weight of body. It will be equal to W minus FB. FB means upthrust. That is 3.5. FB is upthrust. 3.5 minus 1. That is 2.5 kgf. 2.5 kgf. It's clear? Now see here. Suppose in the same question, here weight is 3.5 and upthrust is 1. Suppose if it is like this, weight is 1 kgf and upthrust is 3.5 kgf. In this condition, what will happen? Weight is less, upthrust is more. So as soon as you will leave the body, what will happen? Body will come upon the surface and floats in such a way that it is partly immersed and partly outside. What will be the apparent weight here? Apparent weight. So it will become zero. Apparent weight will become zero. Why it will become zero? Why apparent weight will become zero? You can see here 3.5 kg, 1 kgf is acting in downward direction. During flotation, we know upthrust is how much? Always equal to weight. During flotation, we know upthrust is how much? Equal to the weight. Therefore, upthrust will also be 1 kgf. Both will be equal. Therefore, apparent weight during flotation will be zero. Just you remember, apparent weight during flotation will be zero. Zero. Flotation. It will be zero. Apparent weight we can find only when body has immersed inside the water. It is sinking in the water. It's clear. So now this is the question number 10. Now you can see question number 9. First you see question number 8. This is also in the same way. A metal cube of h 5 centimeter. Cube means it will be like this, in which all the three sides will be equal. It's all the three sides will be equal. You must have seen the cube. This is the cube. Its length, breadth, and height, all the three are 5, 5, and 5. So, what is the volume? Volume equals to 5 into 5 into 5, that is 125 centimeter cube. This is the volume. So a metal cube of h 5 centimeter cube and its density is given of metal, it is given 9 gram per centimeter cube. It's suspended by thread so as to be completely immersed in a liquid of density. This means it is like this. Here this is a container containing liquid of density how much? 1.2 kg, no, gram per centimeter cube. And this metal cube has been suspended inside with the help of thread. You can see here, it is suspended inside with the help of thread. Here, this is the thread. It is clear. You have to find the tension in the thread. So, what will be the tension in the thread? So, you can see here its weight is acting downward, upthrust is acting upward. So, what will be tension here? Tension will be equal to, it will be equal to weight minus upthrust. Weight minus upthrust. Now you find out what is weight and what is upthrust. So see here, weight equals to weight of cube. It is the volume into density of metal into G. What is the volume here? Volume is 125. Density of metal is how much? 9 into G. So it is equal to how much? 125 into 9, it is perhaps 1025. Perhaps 125 into 9. It is 1125. 1125. Remove the value of G, it will come in gram force. Now, what is upthrust? upthrust will be equal to volume. Here it's volume because it is completely immersed into density of liquid into G. What is volume? Volume already you have found 125 into 1.2 into G. When you will calculate 125 into 1.2, it is 150. Remove the value of G, gram force. So what is the tension? So you can see here, tension equals to weight minus upthrust. That is 1125 minus 150. 1125 minus 150. It's clear. So it is 150. So it will come out how much? 975 gram force. But as you know that it is a tension. Tension is a force, and force is always expressed either in Newton or its CGS unit in dyne. What is the SI unit? Newton. What is the CGS unit? Dyne. So first you convert in kilogram force. So 975 upon 1000 kilogram force. So it will be equal to how much? 0.975 kilogram force. How will you convert in Newton? By multiplying with the value of G, which is in meter per second square. And it is already given in the question 10. It is already given in question 10. So 0.975 into 10, that is equals to 9.75 Newton. So whether it is clear, you can inform me whether this point is clear or not. So now after this, I will take one more question. So I hope that it will be clear to you. Now see here, after this, you can see the question number 9. Question number 9. You can see a block of wood is floating in water, on water, with its dimension 50 into 50 into 50 inside water. Means how much dimension is inside water? It is 50 into 50 into 50. So volume of immersed portion, volume of immersed part of body block or body, you can say it is 50 into 50 into 50. That is equals to 125 and 3 zeros. This centimeter cube. Because this is the dimensions of in portion which is inside water. It's clear. Calculate the buoyant force acting on the block. Very good. Buoyant force means upthrust. Buoyant force. So it will be equal to upthrust. And what is the upthrust? Volume of immersed portion into density of water into G. So what is the volume of immersed portion? It is 125,000 centimeter cube. Density you take in 1 gram per centimeter cube into G. When you will remove it, it will come out in 125,000 gram force, because density you have taken as 1 gram per centimeter. This is in gram force. How will you convert in kilogram force? 125 upon 1000. This kilogram force. So it is 125 kgf. Now you have to convert in Newton. What is the given value of G? It is given Newton per kg. This is also one unit of G. What is the formula of F equals to M into G? So what will be G? F upon M. What is the unit of F? Unit of F is Newton and M is kg. So Newton per kg is also the unit of G. So you multiply with 9.8. So when you will multiply with 9.8, it will come out 125 into 9.8. This is 1225. 1225 Newton. It's clear. Now you see the question number 6. Not 6, question number 7, which I will left in the beginning. Question number 7. You can see here a piece of brass weighs 175 gram force in air. That is weight in air 175 gram force. And 150 gram force when fully immersed in water, WW 150 gram force. The density of water is given 1 gram per centimeter cube. What is the volume of the brass piece? So you can see here this question and the question number here 2. You can see this question and question number 2 both are of same type. You can see the body weighs 450 gram force in air and 310 gram force completely immersed in water. Find the volume of body. So this you can do. It is clear. So this volume of the body you can find. Same as question 2. Same as question 2, which we have done yesterday. Then why does the brass piece weigh less in water? Because of the upthrust. Brass piece weigh less in water due to upthrust. So this way I have finished the numericals. It's clear. Now you can see some more questions here. If you see here, question number 23. Question number 23, you can see in the book. A body of density rho is immersed in a liquid of density rho L. State condition when the body will float. So body will float only when body ki density is less than the density of liquid. It's clear, or equal to liquid. So rho is less or equal to rho L. And when it will sink, when density of body is more than the density of liquid. State Archimedes principle, very simple question. Then you can see question number 21. A sphere of iron and another of wood, both have same radius, are placed on the surface of water. State which of the two will sink, give region. So see here, as we know that the density of iron is more than the density of water. Iron is having more density than water. Therefore, it will sink. It's clear. While the wood is having what density? Less, 0.3 gram per centimeter cube. The density of wood is less than the density of water. Therefore, it will float with partly immersed. So we have done one numerical already. Question number 20. A sphere of iron and another wood of same radius. They are of same radius, held underwater. Compare the upthrust. Upthrust will be same. Because if their radius is same, then their volume will be same. Volume will be same, therefore they will displace same volume of water. And upthrust is weight of water displaced, so upthrust will be same. In both cases, upthrust will be same. Then you can see here, question number 14. So remaining questions you can do. Now all of you listen here. There is an assignment to you. You will do all the questions of exercise 5A, including numericals. Including numericals. It's clear? All questions. All questions of exercise 5A. including numericals. You do in one register. It's clear? After doing those questions in the register, what will you do? I will provide the link of the Google Classroom. You will do like this. It's clear? In this way you will do. Don't keep the copy like this and then. It's clear? Not in the landscape form. You will do in the portrait form. After that, what will you do? You will click the photos, and then those photos you will upload in the Google Classroom, whose link I will provide. And on the basis of this assignment, I will give you marks which you have obtained out of 20. It's clear? Your other work will also be counted, but this will also be taken into account. It's clear? Tomorrow I will begin the second part, B part of this. So here this chapter 5, I will explain. Chapter 6 onwards, Anjali ma'am is already teaching to you. It's clear? So there is no problem. I will do up to the chapter 5, as already I have promised to do up to this chapter. It is clear? So, okay. So you will do in the fair notebook. One fair notebook, on that you will do. Akshay Srivastava has asked, rough notebook or fair? So fair you will do. And not today, you complete in 2-3 days, and after that you will submit. Any other question you want to ask? You can give in the chat box.